I'm Victor Margiotta, and this is the Community Show. I know I've said it before, but this is the show that is the reason for the show. I got my two guests are on. They're from the Senior Club in Verplanck, and they're going to talk about where they grew up, a little about their history, but they're going to talk about the club, how we can join the club, how we can get involved in the community, and I can't say how important it is that people get involved in the community, and especially at an age when people are getting older and they need support, they need friendship, they need people around them, and there's nothing better than to join a senior club, get involved, stay active, and that's what we're going to talk about. So thank you so much, Mary, for coming on. Thank you, Angela.
Thank you.
I really appreciate
You're
it.
welcome.
And I'm going to ask Angela first, where you grew up.
Well, I was born in Verplanck.
Okay.
My mom and dad were from Chitanova, and they immigrated here, and my mom came here first, and she had 3 children, and then her first husband passed away, and then my dad met my mom. He was the cousin to her husband, and married my mom, and then three more children were born, and I was born in a house in Verplanck.
Oh my gosh.
So I feel like if anybody says to you, where were you born? I was born in Verplanck.
So you're a real pointer.
Yeah. And I have 4 boys. I married Wayne Smith, my childhood sweetheart.
Nice.
And we've been married for 53 years.
Oh, congratulations.
And
that's excellent.
I have 9 grandchildren.
Nice.
So that's a little bit about me.
Yeah. And Mary, where'd you grow up?
Born and raised in Yonkers, New York.
Uh-huh.
My parents were both from Poland, but I was born here.
Yeah.
Couldn't speak English when I went to school. So I learned English.
Right.
And everything I learned in grade school, I had to come home and teach my father.
Yeah, right.
So it was a reinforcement on my learning.
Sure.
So I did very well.
Awesome.
Yeah, I aced in grade school because of that. Because of constantly being reinforced, the learning. I married Fred Napersky.
Okay.
He was a fire lieutenant in the city of Yonkers. We had 3 children. I have 5 grandchildren.
Nice.
And 3 great-grandchildren. I came to Verplanck in '73, but in 1971, I read, while I was in Yonkers, I read in the newspapers, in the Colorado section, it was called The Town That Time Forgot.
Yeah,
And I read about all the pointers and all the history about the point.
Yeah.
And I fell in love with wanting to be there. And I just asked God, I want to be there.
Yeah.
And 2 years later, there I was. And I've been there since.
Oh my
And
gosh.
I just love it there.
Oh, I love Verplanck too. It's such a nice town. It's a quiet town.
Most of the time.
Most of the time.
Most of the time.
And I like the fact that everybody knows each other. And we have our post office. We all have to go and
Get
our
your
mail.
mail, and you get to see your
You
neighbors.
get to say hello to everybody.
Yes.
Right.
But it's, and I grew up with your kids.
Right.
Tony's my age.
Right.
And
My kids.
and your kids. That's
Yes.
right.
Yes.
And it's what community's all about.
It is a
you know?
small community, and everyone seems to know everyone, and they're
Yeah.
usually very friendly.
And and this is the reason for the senior club, so that you could all help each other out.
Right.
Now, when did you get involved with the senior club?
I think I started right after I retired from, I worked at Henhud for 24 years, and I joined it in 2004, I think.
Okay.
Yeah, and so ever since then, I've been an active member of the Verplanck Seniors,
Yep.
and I enjoy doing it. I enjoy meeting other people. I
Yeah.
didn't know that many people.
Yeah.
When I first started, I knew people from Verplanck, but the Verplanck Seniors has seniors from the area, the town of Cortland area, and you don't have to live in Verplanck to be
Okay.
part of the seniors
Right.
All right.
at Verplanck.
Right.
So
When did you become a member, Mayor?
In 2003.
Okay.
And the reason I joined was because I needed to get involved with something in the community at the time, and I just needed friendship with other females.
Yes.
I also joined the Red Hats too, because that was my need. Even though I was married,
Yeah.
I had my children are in different states, so I don't get to see them. So that made me very happy, and I
Sure.
got to know everybody there,
Okay.
and it's great.
You know, a lot of people sit back and they say, well, you know, let somebody else do it. And, you know, I think a big part of getting involved is stepping up and saying, well, if I don't do it, nobody else will. So what was the determining factor to let you become president? What made you decide to become president?
Well, I was first president after the president.
Oh, yeah.
And she wasn't going to be president anymore.
Okay.
So it's a step up.
Yeah.
But I would fill in when she went on vacation and everything. So, you know, I got to know everybody, and it just and she laid out everything for me. So it was very easy for me to just step into her shoes.
Nice. So what are some
And
of the...
she's still there.
Oh,
I mean,
good.
but she gets sick sometimes, and,
Yeah.
right.
and you know, we look after each other.
What are some of your responsibilities as president?
As president, let's see, I have to open the door,
Oh, shoot.
open the door, run the meeting. I have to order supplies,
Okay.
and I'll pick them up. I call ahead of time at the center, and then I pick them up.
Right.
The supplies would be, you know, for coffee in the morning. That we have
Right.
coffee and
Yeah.
buns. We get the buns from Angela's.
You know, what's a good chance to
So-
say hello to Tony? Hi, Tony, at
Tony
Angie's.
and Angie, yeah. And you know, and then we have coffee and buns when the members start coming in.
Yeah.
The first meeting of the month is free.
All
Nobody
right.
has to pay anything. After that, it's $1
Okay.
just for your cup of coffee and your bun.
Sure.
And everybody enjoys that.
Yeah.
And then I have the meeting.
All right. What do you discuss at the meeting?
At the meeting, well, first we start with the Pledge of Allegiance to the flag,
That's right.
with a moment of silence for our sick and deceased and our armed forces serving abroad and at home.
Okay.
And then we have a prayer, a short prayer. Lena Serrato reads the prayer for us. Then the secretary will give her report from the meeting before. And then we have the treasurer gives us report on how much money we have. And then we have Angie Smith, our sunshine lady, gives
Oh.
us a report on our members.
Right.
All right. So what does that entail, Angie?
Well, usually when I come in first thing in the morning, or if I have, usually either I'll get a call at home,
Right.
or I'll come in the morning and someone will tell me that one of our members is sick or has been hospitalized,
Okay.
or you know, other things. They're maybe shut in and not able to get out, and so then I write that down. I give a report of what had happened the week before, who I sent cards to.
Yeah.
If they needed a get well card or a sympathy card, I would do that. And so I give a report on that. Then when I go home, then whoever is not feeling well, I can give them a call if we haven't seen them for, if a senior hasn't been seen for 1 or 2 meetings, or
Yeah.
somebody hasn't said anything, we pick up the phone,
Right.
give them a call and find out if they're okay. And so it entails that a lot of making sure you get the cards out to
Yeah.
people. If they're hospitalized, you would want to know where they are and what's happening. Send them
Definitely.
a card. If they're in the hospital for 3 days, then we send them a $10 check with their card.
Okay.
And basically, it's keeping up with all of our members to make sure that they're okay, and if we can be of any help to them, we try to do that.
Excellent.
So that's it.
And she always lets us know who's gotten better.
Oh,
Yes.
good.
Feeling
Yeah, well,
better.
that's-
Whoever's been sick. She
We
always,
want them all to get
Of
better.
course.
Right.
and who's in therapy if they
Yes,
had
that's
an
right,
operation.
that's true.
Yeah, she follows up on all that.
Excellent.
Yes, she
Yes.
does.
Now, you have speakers that come in. Who are some of the speakers that come in?
Well, we have the nutritionist from the town of Portland will come in, Becky.
Right.
And she likes coming to us too. We have the school board will come in, and the superintendent of schools will come in, and they'll talk about whatever the school taxes are, what kind of programs the school wants to fund.
Yeah.
So they let us know ahead of time before we have to go vote
All right.
for on the issues. And yes, and we really do enjoy the superintendent of the school. They,
good.
the seniors
very nice
actually
to us.
asked to have him.
Yeah.
You
Yes.
know. Yes.
Awesome. How much?
And we have our nurse that comes every
Yes.
2 months.
Okay, what does
and
she
does
do?
blood pressures.
Oh, well, that's
On the seniors.
Right.
Whoever wants to have it done, they have a sign-up sheet, and she keeps track of that too.
excellent. Now, you guys plan trips too, right?
Right.
Town of Cortland does, yes.
Okay.
Yes.
They have day trips and overnight trips.
Right.
The overnight trip, I think, is in September. That's down in Virginia Beach. That's for 4 nights.
I think so.
4 nights.
Yeah.
Yeah, and they had a good showing for that.
Excellent.
And
And they like to keep the price low, right?
Yeah, they try to make
they
it.
try to make it as best as they can.
Right.
The buses are a big expense on the
Yeah,
town.
right.
Very big expense. Myself, I'm going to Thimble Island tomorrow
all right.
with the
Sounds
town
nice.
of Cortland,
Yeah.
and another couple from the Koskis.
Oh, well, that's
from
nice.
Excellent.
from our group. We're going together, and it's up in Branford, Connecticut. And we're going to take a little train ride on an old-fashioned kind of train, and then go a little shopping and have lunch in there, and then we go on a boat and go around Thimble Island, and then we come back to the center.
Yeah.
So, but they have all kinds of trips. They let you know well in advance where the trips are going, when what day the trips are going to be on,
Right.
and what day you have to sign up for, which is usually around 2 months ahead of time, right?
right.
Around that.
Well, they got to make sure they have enough people.
Right, and even if they fill up for the trip, they'll have a list of people that still want to go. So if somebody gets sick or something happens to them where they can't make the trip,
Yeah.
the town will call the next
okay.
person on the list
And say that there's an opening.
that there is an opening.
Yes.
Yeah, so that works
and
out very
we're-
well.
And because even though we are the Verplanck seniors, we still are able to go on any of these trips. We're still eligible. You know, we're part of the town
Yeah,
of Cortland
it's affiliated.
Yeah,
seniors.
it's all
So
it's town of
anyone
Cortland.
that joins our club is also entitled to all of the trips and
Right.
can sign up.
How do you become a member of the Verplanck seniors?
Well, a lot of times it's just by word of mouth, right?
Okay.
Yeah.
We just got 5 new members
All right.
last week, which was
Excellent.
wonderful.
Yeah.
Which surprised me because my girlfriend and her husband decided to join, which was fine. I was very happy, you know. And in fact, they live in Carmel.
Wow.
Oh, wow.
But they're in Verplanck. That's where their boat is at the Viking.
Oh, right.
So they're down here for that
For the whole summer, sure.
Yeah, they're not going to travel in the winter time. It's a little
Right.
Yeah.
far.
But
And
still.
yeah, and they're seniors, so they were happy to join. And then when I got there, we found out there was another couple that wanted to join. That I think Ann brought them in. Ann Bump.
Oh, all right.
Yeah, she was talking to them, and then Ann Turco had brought in Frank Arcaro.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, so that was the five of them.
Yeah.
And,
Wow, you got 5.
right, and
Wow.
the person who takes care of that was not at our meeting. She wasn't able to be there. So here I was running around with a piece of paper for each one of them, telling them what information we
Right.
needed, and that the dues were $6 a piece. That's for the whole year.
Can't beat
For
that.
us.
No, you
Yeah,
can't.
no, that's we try to keep it low because
Yeah.
a lot of our seniors are on very limited,
on
Budget.
very
fixed income,
limited
right.
income. Yes, so some of them can't even go on the trips because they can't
just don't have the
afford
money.
them.
Right.
Right.
Right. So that's
So-
what we have now.
Yeah, but you don't have a website. You don't have a phone number.
Maybe that's
No.
something we have to work on.
Everybody's not computer literate,
Yeah.
and I'm one of them. I'm a computer illiterate. I can do email off there, and that's it.
All right, so we have to go to the schoolhouse, which is on 6th Street
Yes.
in Verplanck.
Yes.
Right.
And it's on Thursdays.
Thursdays.
All right.
Yes.
What time?
We're actually we're there by 8:30.
Okay.
Making the coffee and getting everything ready. And then the seniors start coming in at 9 o'clock.
Uh-huh.
The coffee's usually ready.
Right.
Right.
And who's ever going to play cards? Some of them play cards for pennies.
Yeah.
Just little things.
Right.
And then we have the meeting at 10.
That usually lasts
Right.
not that
Half an
long.
hour, 45 minutes.
45 minutes.
That's
Yeah.
it. And
It gives you time to do things, you know,
Yes.
to chat with other people
Yeah.
if you want to
Yes. Yeah.
after.
and then-
Sometimes it's a little hard to control the crowd, though, no? And you
No.
got to start hitting your gavel. and-
No, there's sometimes they haven't seen, some members haven't seen each other in
Yeah,
a long
so-
time. Like they're the snowbirds.
Yep.
So they come up out of the
Yes.
south. They haven't seen everybody in all this time, and they start yakking. And it's during the meeting, and I've had to bang that gavel down.
Yeah,
and, you know,
get
tell
'em
them, you know, you can do this after the meeting's over.
Okay.
So and they comply. They're good.
Yeah.
They're good.
So you guys do a little bit of fundraising over there.
Yes.
Yeah, we do on
Well, we had a
May.
May,
May.
usually May, and most of our people all bring something in.
Right.
Usually it's items that maybe very little worn or used. I mean, they look new,
Yeah.
and it would have to be new
Right.
or something very minor.
Yeah.
And then we have raffles and at the fundraiser. And we have food also for the people that come to participate.
Oh yes, finger sandwiches and dessert.
And
Nice.
Then we have the handmade
we
items.
have the handmade items,
That's
which we
that's all
raffle
separate.
off.
Yeah,
That's a special
raffled off.
raffle.
Yeah, this is like this is one of them.
Okay. Just watch the water there.
Yes, I will.
All right.
This is Angie made this.
Oh my gosh, it's
I happen to
beautiful.
win it.
Did you?
Yes.
That's
So,
nice.
It's a big, nice Afghan,
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
as you can see.
Yeah,
Very
very-
patriotic.
It is.
Yeah.
It's
And it
beautiful.
took her
This
a
is
while to
beautiful,
do
too.
because
And that's
that's
very
the
pretty,
baby
too.
blanket.
Mm-hmm.
We have
And you had also a baby quilt that you
Okay.
had made,
Oh,
and
yeah.
everybody really wanted
yeah,
to
that
win.
got one. This is baby blankets we make.
Mm-hmm.
There's
Yes.
3 of us.
Yeah.
In April 9th, the library has a program called Blanket and a Book
Yeah.
for our new mommies at the hospital up here in Peekskill. And we made, last year was 104 blankets were handed in for the year.
Awesome.
This year, in April 9th, We handed in 66 blankets into the library
Nice.
for books. And since April, we've already been started. We have, what did I say? We have 27, 29?
28, I
something
think,
like that,
Wow.
already made that
That'll
we
be
have
donated.
yeah, it goes to the library.
Mm-hmm.
Terry puts the book in there, and she takes it up to the hospital.
That's very nice.
Very
And
nice.
we have other.
I know you do some stuff for veterans too, right?
Oh, yeah. Some
yeah.
of them made the lap
Blankets
for the veterans, right?
in the state home, and we had them for our wheelchair veterans that come to service at the chapel
Okay.
on Sundays in the wintertime because it's cold and they have to come outdoors.
Right.
So they got that. We have members that are involved in their churches,
Okay.
in our community churches.
Yes.
Like
Some,
Donna,
yeah,
she
some
works
work at the thrift shop.
at
yeah,
the
in
thrift shop. We got one in Verplanck, and the other one is Divine Love.
Church
Yes.
of Divine Love, right?
Has a thrift shop, so they donate their time there.
Excellent.
What else do we do?
Oh, there's
Because
a lot.
we're pretty busy on the outside
Yeah.
also.
Right.
Right.
You know, and we share that information on the inside in our meetings too.
Right.
Not
Right.
during the meetings, but like after the meetings or before.
Talk about sharing information. It's funny because I just read in the paper today how, seniors have to be careful with their finances.
Right.
Because they get older and they have to be careful. There's a lot of scams out there now too
Yes,
that
there
they have
is.
to be
Yes.
careful of. And is there anything that you guys do to maybe talk to each other about, being careful
We-
about?
We
Oh, we had the
definitely
police
talk to
department
each
come
other,
in.
Yeah.
right?
Remember we had the cop come
Right.
in, the policewoman came
Right.
in?
To tell us that, to
Yeah,
be
she was
careful
talking.
and what you should do.
Yeah, she did a whole
you know.
thing on that. We've had the
Right.
fire department in too.
Huh.
Fire see, these
Yeah.
are little things I forgot about.
Yeah,
But
no.
we had the
Right.
fire department in discussing about fire safety.
Yes.
Yeah.
And making sure you have a fire alarm
Smoke
in your
detector
house.
and-
Yeah.
yes.
Because as you've seen on television, there's been a lot of fires down the city
Oh, I know.
and in
Yeah.
Jersey, and there was no fire alarms in those
Yeah,
places,
yeah.
and
Smoke detectors.
no smoke detectors,
detectors,
right?
They're
right.
very important.
Nothing.
Yes.
And the other thing is the other detector,
The
the fumes,
Not.
because
I know what it
because
is.
the hardwired ones are fire and
Yeah.
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 Senior moment. Senior moment. Carbon monoxide.
gas,
Thank you.
right.
Sorry.
Right. That's what I said. It's a senior moment.
could
We
think
get
about
those.
that,
We get them, and then we
Oh, yeah.
we always laugh about it. Even our aches and pains, we laugh about.
Well, that's the other thing. What are you guys doing to stay in shape? I know that's so important. And
we did
falling
have
is
the
like
yoga.
the major.
We had a yoga
Yoga
class,
Okay.
8 weeks.
Oh my
That was
God.
nice.
Yeah, chair yoga.
It was
Okay.
called chair yoga, and you
All right.
wouldn't think you'd be
Doing
using a lot of your
energy.
energy,
Yeah,
But you
because
but it
did.
is.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, that was
So
very
we had that
nice.
for 8 weeks.
Well, falling is one of the biggest problems that seniors face, and
Yeah,
Right.
it's so important that they be able to keep their balance.
right.
I know my parents. My father, he doesn't want to use the walker. He doesn't want to use the cane, and it's
No, that's a problem.
yeah, and it's because they don't want to lose their independence. But
No,
I
they
mean, now
don't-
if you fall, now you're really going to lose your independence.
Yes, you will.
So it's about give and take too. you
Right.
know.
Right.
Right. It's learning to accept what you can do and what you can't do, and,
Right.
and to,
Right.
to
And the
make
oth-
sure you can get around by
Yeah.
using whatever,
Whatever it takes, a cane or
takes
a
to
walker.
do that,
or-
right. right, to
Right.
accept it,
Yeah.
which is sometimes very hard for an
Right.
elderly
A
person.
lot of the elderly, they might use their cane in the house, or the furniture will be close enough where they
Yeah.
can just touch and walk around.
Yeah.
So they're still fine, but you
Right.
still have to worry about scatter rugs.
Yeah.
Right.
Major thing, scatter rugs, very
Something
bad.
to slip on.
Oh yeah,
Right.
and they go down. But a lot of them on the outside, they don't want to use a cane or a walker
I know.
because they don't want anybody to know there's anything wrong with them.
Right.
And they'll struggle trying to just walk plain.
Yeah.
And as many times as you say to them,
Yeah.
"Here's
Or
your
they
cane,"
break their hip
and,
or something.
and then yes, and you have to tell them, you have to explain again
Yeah.
that it's better that you have the cane. But most of them will come with the cane
Oh,
or
yeah.
their walkers
Yeah. Most
to
of
the
them have
meeting.
accepted it,
That
right.
our guys have accepted it.
Yep.
But I know I have friends that haven't,
Yeah.
and
Right.
they're not members, but and they live at a distance. But I know that's a problem
Yeah.
also.
All right. What's the sales pitch to get people to join the Verplanck seniors? Do you have a sales pitch?
Well, stop in on a Thursday and
You'd be
come and
surprised
sit
because
down. And
everybody's very friendly.
yes,
And you get to meet new people,
Yes.
people maybe you don't know, but you learn to get more acquainted with people you don't know, and it's surprising how they soon become your friends.
Yes.
Right.
That's true.
You know, and it's so
because-
important to be active. You know, you got to keep the wheels turning.
Right.
You know, you don't want to be sitting at home just watching TV. You want to get active, and they say that it puts years on your life to be active,
Right.
to socialize, to get out into the community, and then it opens avenues for other things to do. Like you said, some people volunteer at the churches, some
on the
people.
outside, right?
So
That's
it gives you more options rather than just sitting home alone and stuff like that. So we you also have Linda Puglisi that does a lot for the
Well, we
seniors.
thank her for all of her help.
yes.
Oh my goodness, she does so much for the seniors, and we
Yes, she does.
really thank the town of Cortland and Linda, who is behind it all, being so concerned about us.
For sure.
And
Right.
she makes time to come to our installation
Right.
luncheon
Yeah.
and our Christmas luncheon.
Yeah.
Yes, she does. She makes time for that,
So,
which is very nice.
you know,
And,
And of
also
course-
Dawn Mahoney.
And
We have to
Dawn, yes,
thank
and
her.
Dawn,
Okay.
yes.
She's
she's
the head of the seniors.
right, the senior programs.
Right.
excellent.
Right.
And she's the one that does all the work for setting up the trips and
trips,
all
yes,
that.
and
So
having them
we're really
printed.
thankful to have her.
Yes,
with
and when
us.
you go to sign up for the trip, she's right there with her sidekick, and they take the money. They ask you
Be
what you're going
careful
to
of that.
eat.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
Right.
everything. It's
Awesome.
everything is all planned and taken care of right then and there.
Yeah, that's
Right.
the
Yeah.
best.
And with Linda, she made Verplanck, the park,
Yeah.
the park area.
You know?
Yes,
The
she did a
waterfront
beautiful
park and the
job down there.
veterans.
Right.
They have the veterans section there,
Right.
and then they have the boat launching
Right.
that the seniors can come down.
Excellent.
You know, they can park down. There's places for parking. They also have movies.
Yep. That's
Now
all
they
coming up.
started-
So
Starting
we
with
got to
the
be
movies.
getting ready
Yes,
for that.
right.
And the seniors, I announced to
Have
them when the
entertainment.
movies are, the entertainment there, and the groups that play.
So
Because we had some groups
Yeah,
that
so
played
it's
down
good,
there
yeah.
already.
Right.
Right.
Well, I want to thank you guys for coming on. Believe it or not, the show we're
Thank
out
you.
of time, but
Oh, thank you
you
Wonderful.
guys,
so much.
you guys did an excellent job. I really
Thank you.
appreciate it.
Thank
So, join the senior club. There's a lot to do over there. Get involved in the community, and I just want to thank everybody for watching. And thanks again for so much for coming.
Thank you for
Thank you.
asking us.
Thank
It was
you.
great.